السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, he narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to say, this dua, this is actually a hadith, this narration is it's a dua, and I'm sure many of us have heard this dua, and even I've recited this dua many times, so we may recognize it from there. It's a very short, concise dua, but it has a lot of depth to it, and it covers a lot of aspects of our deen. The dua is, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-huda wa-tuqa wal-afafa wal-ghina. I'm sure it sounds familiar, right? This dua is very short. We're only asking for 4 things, but this is something that we should memorize and be reciting. As Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu is saying that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, kana yaqul, the word kana yaqul means that he used to continuously say. He used to say many times. It's not that he just made this dua once. He would say it, throughout his life. He made this dua. That, oh Allah, inni as'aluka al-huda. First thing, I ask you for guidance, hidayah, right? Because this is the first, most important thing that a person can ask for, is to be guided, Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us on the straight path. There's a reason why it's in Surah Al-Fatiha, and we ask it multiple times, not multiple, like hundreds of times in the day. We say, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. We may not think of it as anything because we're so used to reciting Surah Al-Fatiha, but if you think about it now, you'll realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it in Surah Al-Fatiha, and then He made Fatiha part of the Salah, meaning that a person is asking multiple times throughout the day that, oh Allah, guide me. Oh Allah, guide me. Because only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who can guide, and once we are guided, then there is nothing else to worry about. Right? So this is the first step. As'aluka al-huda. Now when you've been guided, wat-tuqa. Now this is another level to guidance. One is being guided, and then one is having piety. Tuqa is piety. Being closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, becoming the friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, living your life in a way where we are continuously conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's existence, and that He is continuously watching over us. We spoke about this in the Hadith of Jibreel as well, as similar to the quality of ihsan, right? An ta'bud Allah ka'annaka tara. You worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you are seeing Allah. فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. And if you can't get to that stage, then at least you realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. So this is 2. Huda and then tuqa. Guidance and then piety. Moving to number 3, wal-afafa. Right? This is, it could be translated loosely as chastity or self-control. Now once a person, he's guided, he's on the route or on the way to piety. Part of piety is controlling one's desires, holding back from those things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made as temptations, whether they're halal or haram, but even at the same time, holding yourself back, pulling the nafs, right? And we mentioned this too, I believe, one or two weeks ago, that the nafs is it's like a pull. So a person, if he just lets go and he just, lets the pull take him over, then there's no piety in this. There's no fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no consciousness. It's just letting the desires flow through. Whatever is coming, it's just following the desire. No. Having some self-control. So this is the third, afaf. And lastly, wal ghina. Along with that is ghina. Ghina you can translate as, being sufficient, having self-sufficiency or contentment. Right? A person is continuously ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because they are not content. Once we get contentment, we will feel true peace in our heart, because we realize that whatever we have, we are grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for it. We are happy, and we are saying, oh Allah, if you give me more, it's from your grace, it's from your barakah, it's from your mercy, but whatever you have given me, this is also enough for me. This is what I'm thankful for. This is what I'm grateful for. What we do is we say, yes, oh Allah, I'm grateful, but it's not enough. Then we're not really grateful. Then we're not really thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we're saying is we're being ungrateful, and we're saying, oh Allah, what you gave me is not actually enough. What you have done to me is not right. You should have given me more. You should have done this for me. So this is actually the opposite of being content and feeling that quality of self-sufficiency. So this is just 4 very simple things that we're asking for, but as you can see, it covers a vast majority of things that are involved in our deen. So we should all try to make an effort to memorize this dua. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-huda wat-tuqa wal-afafa wal-ghina. Inshallah, if anyone wants it, they can also take a picture of it, or they can find it online as well. You can ask me after we finish the dua and the sunnah, inshallah. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك. اللهم انت السلام ومنك السلام وتباركت يا ذا الجلال والاكرام. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم قنا عذاب القبر وقنا عذاب الحشر وقنا فتنة المسيح الدجال. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. اللهم بارك لنا في الموت وفيما بعد الموت. اللهم ادخلنا الجنة بغير حساب وتوفنا مسلمين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله.